Greetings, scrappers, scrapettes, planet lovers, recyclers, friends of the channel, and everybody else. So today, since I'm packing stuff up to head out to board sort, I thought maybe I'd take a couple minutes and just go through some of these CPUs with you. Hi Dave, I just sent your package out along with your order from yesterday. You should be able to get to see the tracking on that. So hi Jay Halls, welcome. So what I thought I'd do is go through some of these assorted CPUs that I have in front of me, and show you what's out there. These are ceramic backed. And this is an Intel Celeron pinned CPU. And these right now are premium price. I think I saw $60 a pound. They are absolutely the creme de la creme for gold recovery. This one is particularly clean and particularly nice. I've been being extra gentle with it. There's some things in life you just save because they're really cool. There's AMD has one that's just brown. Same kind of chip. These will come out of your older vintage computers. I think we took this out of a... what did I take this out of? It was an old machine, I know that. Don't remember what it came out of. Maybe an old Dell Inspiron, because I know Dell uses Intel chips, so possibly out of that. So, these came out of an IBM blade module, memory module. They're flat. They look great. Oh my god, this is going to be worth a ton of money. Nope, they sell as a pinless CPU. Currently, they are priced at $9.80 a pound. So even though it's a beautiful board, and I know I got thermal paste on it, I'm not really good about cleaning that crap off. It's something I should do better, but I don't. It's just going to get shredded anyway. If it was getting sold for reuse, yeah, maybe, but dang thermal paste gets over everything. So these are IBM 52V4087 pre-1990, but they are, pre-2000, but they are pinless. When they started all this, this nonsense you hear us all talking about with the board grading, one of the first things to get clobbered was chips. These are what we had in the 90s when computers were new. They all had these chips. They all had AMD chips in them. They were all pinned all the way across. Now the only thing you'll really find pinned like this are the Raytheon and Athlon. I'm going to take that back. You'll find pinned CPUs in gaming computers and probably a couple other places too. They're not pinned as nicely as these ceramic backs are. They're a metal back pin. AMD continues to make pinned CPUs. So upset their stock really took a crud on me the other day. Computers were not new in the 90s, LOL. Yeah, you're right. I I don't think that's what I meant. I don't know. My allergies are killing me, so if I make a boo-boo... So this one came out of those IBM Blade modules, even though the machine is pre-2020, they're still pinless. And with all this discussion about board grading and recovery, one of the first areas the computer manufacturers changed was this. As gold became more expensive, they got away from this and went to this. So they're trying to lower the price of the computer so people can afford them. And in doing so, now these pinless CPUs were one of the first things to go to come in. They started taking more of the heavy ceramic gold-bearing chips off of the boards. So as the boards are newer, they have less precious metal content in them. And of course, you all know the effects of that with the board buy-in right now. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Thomas. These are Xeon chips, and they may be phasing these out. Actually, I lied. Gosh. This is an AMD Opteron. Oh, I saw AMD. It's going to be gold pins. They're not. They're pinless. They're not good for anything but scrap. I have Xeon. These came out of servers. I have Xeon chips that look just like that. So let's see if there's a year on here. AMD Opteron. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. 2011. So even prior to 2020, they've gone to these pinless CPUs. These came out of servers. This is also an AMD Opteron. This one came out of probably out of a PC. Beautiful gold, but no pins. Again, pinless CPU selling right now at about $8.90 a pound. And this one, you won't find a lot of difference between these and the Intel chips. This is an Intel Xeon. There's really not a lot of difference per se. So the Xeon chips, I think they're phasing those out, but I'm not going to bet my bottom dollar on it because I don't have a new computer to rip apart and find out. Tony, welcome. Eric Vids, welcome. Hi, C. Biggs, how are you today? Mark, hello. Did you get your packages, Mark? Let me know what you want, Mark. I'll have to put it aside for you, huh? Yeah, if you guys see anything go by on one of the videos that you might be interested in purchasing, shoot me a message. I don't always see the comments go by. But if you shoot me a message, I certainly will see what I have in the pile that I could possibly help you with. All right. So in front of me, these are iSeries CPUs. These are really, hi, are you freaking kidding me? How are you? I love that handle. And I have a list here from my buyer. They do a test and buy program, and in front of me, and I know it's upside down, I'm sorry. They upside down on your head and whatever. But they have them broken down by serial numbers and what they're willing to pay. So i3 XXX, in other words, no serial number per se. So I have in my hand now, this is an i3. Notice I'm holding it at the corners, guys. Don't touch the gold part or you're going to wreck it. Hobie-Wan Kenobi did a really good video on these a couple of days ago. He sells them on eBay. Definitely worth checking out. Working on an Itchay show, huh? That's funny. Hi, Skeeter. Tito, welcome. So this is an iQor i3-7100. So they're going to pay me $1. Ooh, big bucks. i3-2128. Scrap. I'm going to keep those separately, though, because when I sell the pin CPUs, I'll sell the iQor separately because there's a lot more gold than there is in the other ones, in the unpinned CPUs, rather. So I'll keep the iQor stuff separate. i3-611. i3-6100T. $3. Woohoo! You know me, guys. I get silly sometimes. i3. I feel like I'm at a bingo game. No! Holy sugar beans and bologna. i3 7XXX, which means it's 7100. That's $3. What you do is I'm gonna keep a list of all of these, and then you have to package them really super carefully, and then sell them. Well, when you get a pound of them, you can sell them to Board Sort. Don't spend it all in one place. Hi, Custom Computers. How are you? I won't. This is the one I want to find out what it's worth. Spend it all in one place. Guys, if you're looking for really awesome computer builds, check out Custom Computers. They make awesome computers. Alright, so these are the i5s. This is a 6500. This should help you know whether or not it's worth saving or not. i5 6XXX, $8. Hey! The serial number is here, guys. You just have to look it up. And again, don't touch the gold, whatever you do. So here's another one, i5 6500, 6x, $8. What I do is I always put a couple of these in the box when I gotta ship boards. It takes a little of the sting out of the shipping of the boards, but these are going out priority mail today. Here's another i5 6XXX, $8. Actually, I don't know. You can see the color difference sometimes, huh? This is an Intel Core i5 2400. Bingo! This is 2400. You suck. That's a buck. That one sucks. i5 3, 4 something or other. I can't read it. i5 $2. Woo! Can't win them all. 6500 i5 $8. i5 4460 $3. 7500 i5 7500. Ooh, $11. That's a good one. And this one, 3470. I think I just did that. $2. Now these are i7s. I got these out of really old, not really old, but I got them out of some older computers that I scrapped the other day. The computer board itself is really garbage, but when I ever saw i5 or i7 on it, you know, I went after it right away, of course. And so I won't get paid on these until Well, I know that, Diego. I know. And that's true. Some of them are not worth anything, but again, just, just chatting about it. So this is an i7 3930. I don't think these are worth a heck of a lot. i7, $10. This is the same, 10 bucks on that one. And this one is an i7 870. i7 870. They say it's scrap. Well, all right. So I wanted to, I wanted to show you some of those. Now, what I've got to do is individually package each one of those, and then send them a list of the serial number and the number of them that I'm going to be sending. I don't need to do that on camera. These are, Obi-Wan Kenobi says put them on eBay, and he does really super well. I am going to review that video he put up the other day. It was really very, very educational. All right, let me just take this and put it off to the side. I don't know that I have much else for today. I really was just going to talk about CPUs, but it didn't take me very long. Other thing I wanted to show you. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, all right. I knew I had more CPUs here to show you. I just saw somebody go by with a suggestion of what was worth putting up on eBay, and I didn't see it, and I wish I had have. But thank you for that. There we go. I did have a couple of other CPUs here I wanted to show you. And again, a lot of us, we know this already, but one of the things I like to do is, hi, Scrap Happy Pappy, long time no see. How you been? So this is an AMD Athlon. 2005. But again, for those of you who are doing gold recovery, excellent gold recovery. So these actually grade as a pinned CPU with metal back. This grades as a pinned CPU with ceramic. I wish they'd start breaking some of those into better categories. This was AMD's gaming chip back in the early 2000s. Again, fantastic gold recovery. There's no resale to them, though. Isn't that a kicker, though? I mean, these things cost thousands of dollars, and boy, oh boy, oh boy. They just, there's no resale on them, though. This is an Opteron, but this one is pinned. 2001 AMD Opteron, and that one is pinned. So again, this would grade pinned CPU with metal back. These are Intel. I think they're going to grade the same. Yeah. No, let me put that one aside, actually. Let me finish the AMDs first. This is an AMD 2000 AR6500 made in 2011. Again, pinned. A little bit different design than the other AMDs. See? These mount onto a plastic board, and the boards that these are mounted onto do sell fairly well as vintage boards with the pin CPUs in them. So they sell pretty well. Usually they sell as a plastic socket, a large plastic socket motherboard. And this is what you usually find in there. Same thing with this. Yeah, it's just really super dirty. But it's these are all AMD chips. These are pinned with metal back as well. These are, I think, early Dell Xeon, maybe. What, AMD? Doesn't support Windows? Yeah, no, I know. My understanding is Windows 10 is being phased out. Hi, Skeeter. Good morning to you. Thank you for the gift. Appreciate that, guys. Just take a second, double tap on the screen and hit scream. Hit the scream. And please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, this is an older Dell Xeon. It doesn't have a date on it. Okay. So this would have been in a plastic socket. And those are pinned as well. So those are pinned CPUs with metal backs. Pin CPU with metal back. Doesn't matter if it's AMD, Xeon, or something else. Pinless CPU with metal back. And of course, ceramic. I have a few of these upstairs. I have a shadow box that I actually made with a lot of the old ones. And I wound up selling it on eBay. I did really well. I had to raise some money. And we sold that. These were a big disappointment. The modules that they came out of were early 1990s. They were super, super, super great scrap for us. I couldn't do any better on the CPUs though. All right, my very good friends, thanks for stopping by for a little bit. I'm sorry the live is a little bit short this morning, but as you can probably hear, my allergies are killing me, and that's why I didn't go live earlier this morning. But I did want to say hello. And I had enough material to do a video on CPUs, and I did want to do that with you. Nickelback. Usually copper, aren't they, Andrew? On the back? So you know, these I will post this later on because I am under an hour. It'll be entitled CPUs, and I'll put it on my YouTube channel as well. That way, you know, it's there for reference. I know a lot of you guys probably know a lot more about this stuff than I do, and I do welcome your respectful comments and everything else. And for those of you who don't know, I am running an eBay store now that sells e-scrap. Usually post onto my TikTok profile page. It is CT Band Instrument Services, which is my band instrument rental service. But I did open an e-scrap department. I have plans in the works. I actually own the domain, The Computer Scrapper. That belongs to me, and I've had it for years. And I eventually will get e-scrap by the pound up and going. But right now we have the school band instrument rental season upon us. And yeah, it's kind of my primary gig. I got to focus on that for a little bit. But in the meantime, yeah, I've got a lot of e-scrap up in the eBay store. If you are interested in bulk purchases of boards, I have boards out the wazoo. Shipping them is ridiculously expensive, but if you are interested in purchasing computer boards in bulk of any kind, and you are in the Connecticut area, Andrew Copperback isn't even funny. Copperhead is even less funny, huh? There's a banter going on between a couple of our subscribers. I think that's funny. So, yeah, so I do have, you know, I have boards available. Right now they're all sitting in storage, all sorted out. I've got to find a better way to ship my boards, and I don't have time right now. So, thank you for joining me. I hope this was illuminating for those of you who are questioning about CPUs and resale. By the way, $8.90 a pound on these pinless CPUs is the best price I've ever seen. So, pinless CPUs with metal back, copper back, nickel back, silver back. It's a joke, guys. This is a running joke in the comments. Are at $8.90 a pound right now. I am going to divest myself of about half of them I think I've got about 100 pounds, and I think I'm going to send 50 pounds off to be sold. Same thing with copper, guys. Boy, oh boy, there's a crazy up and down. I sold half of what I had when it went up and then it went down, but I've got the other half for when it goes up again. All right. Thanks for joining me, everybody. God bless you all. Hi, Wally. Up. How are you? And I will see you, if I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you Sunday morning on my regular live sometime between 9 and 11. Well, actually between 9 and 10 Eastern, depending on when I get my sorry little derriere out of bed. And catch up with you then. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining.